I just want to show you some ideas of putting on your open sail, which is of course the rubber wetsuit. Some people that jump into the ocean and then get their wetsuit on, which whew, over here the ocean temperature is reaching up to 12 degrees, 12, 13. So that's not something we want to do. I want to show you a nice easy way, which is really practical, to get into the water. So the things that we're needing for yellowtail, apparently is some yellowtail in the area, so we'll just take our flasher with. The equipment we will be needing here, of course, our diving glasses, snorkel, top layer of the wetsuit. Open sail is of course the rubber that is inside. It's not a diving wetsuit where it is both sides. With this nylon, it has rubber inside. Subscribe! If you haven't, please smash that subscribe button and let's dive back into the video. Because it's an open sail, you will definitely have to use soap to get into your wetsuit. But because it's nice and cold here, we want to have our water nice and warm. So you take your flask, you boil your water in the mornings, you take your flask and then you just add your bit of soap in it and it's perfect for your wetsuit. Just bought a new mask. Reason why you want to change your mask, if your mask is leaking a lot. So from an old mask, if you see a lot of water every time sifts through, the rubbers has been a bit worn. It's just age, it's just running in. So I've got a new mask here. It's not damaged or torn, but it's just leaking too much water inside. We want to shift our snorkel over. Easy, yeah, just put some water there, then it slides nice and easy off. Without the water it really sticks, it doesn't want to come off. So when it comes to snorkeling, when you buy a new snorkel, you want to have as simple as possible. I love the soft snorkel like this. If you are diving, really, if you don't take your snorkel out of your mouth, it's better to start taking it out. So some fish that's much more skittish and scared on the reef on the bottom. We're also trying to hunt some red Roman, and you don't want to have that gluk 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 as it is in your mouth going down. So take your snorkel out of your mouth. When you're diving down, this thing can nicely flex any way it wants to. If this is a hard pipe, it kind of gives that drag as you're going down. Then you just want to set everything before you go. Make sure it's nice and firm on the head. Everything is set. There we go. Snorkeling out. Now, when you want to adjust your snorkel, how you want it is you want to have a 45 as your head is under the water. You want it here nice and straight up out of the water. There we go. Here are some techniques about this, that it doesn't fog up. I already did it with these glasses. Some use a lighter. I like using toothpaste, believe it or not. Toothpaste, it really removes that inner layer of plastic that doesn't make it to fog up. And I will show you that if you are really interested. So coming back to the wetsuit, we have nice and warm water here, and then we just carry this together. We add a bit of soap. There we go, a bit more than normal so it slides on really easily. Give that a good shake. Your Speedo, your wetsuit, top, bottom, open sail is really recommended. It's your first time diving in a diving wetsuit. For spearfishing, it's softer, it has more flexibility, and it's recommended. It's warmer. Your booties and then your gloves. We want to start, of course, with the bottom piece. When we're going to slip this on, what we want is this part, we want it to be a bit higher over there. Slightly a bit higher, so when I throw in the water it doesn't run out. Throw in one leg, another leg, and the water is nice and warm. Boiled this morning, so at now it's just a good warm temperature, shaking through the soap, and now it's ready to slip it on. It will really get on really easy. And then when your legs is in, you just, because the soap is in there, as you can see, it slides really, it slides really easily. If it doesn't slide like this, you put too little soap inside. Okay. So then when your legs is where they're supposed to be, basically having this on, I'm just going to take the top off and then put my arms through through here. Now I'm gonna soap this one so long. So again, you want to lift everything that the water can run out. You want to close up and you want to start filling the arms. Just gonna fill in those arms. There we go. Water and the soap goes through the arms. Close this headpiece there. Close it here at the bottom. So now we can nicely shake the water through everywhere. You want the soap everywhere, otherwise you'll start struggling when you try to put it on. Okay, it's ready to put on. Let's remove dive watch that you have on. Let's put it on. You're gonna press your head in and you're just gonna put it on. It's nice and slippery. Head in. Now you do the rest of your hands. You grab, yeah, because it's open sound, the material can tear easily. So you gently, don't want to tug on the ends. You want to put your hands inside and then work your way through. Then you adjust, get your arms right. Okay, get this on. And there you got your open cell on. No stressing, and it's the easiest way. No worries about tearing. It's when to know when to change your wetsuit. This wetsuit has holes in and had cuts in, holes here. You just glue that. To know when to change your wetsuit is when you get cold. The reason why you buy a wetsuit is to stay warm. So if you get in the water, you feel cold, then you change the wetsuit. Guess how old this wetsuit is?
10 years.
Can drop in the comment section. No, I'm kidding. This wetsuit here is literally 8 years old.
Oh,
this is literally the first wetsuit that I bought. And I will give you some tips and tricks how to maintain your wetsuit. So some wetsuits keeps 2 years, but if you maintain it well, many times I dive the whole week. I'm diving. I'm having one rest day, 6 days of a week I'm diving. Sometimes I'm diving once a week, sometimes once a month. But this wetsuit has kept me 8 years. We'll do another video on how to maintain your equipment. What do you need for diving? Our water temperature here is 13 degrees. This is a 5mm wetsuit. You put on your booties. You really do need booties, I think, in warmer waters. But the booties is also not just for the temperature, but also for when you use your flippers. So once I went diving in tropical water and I thought, why do I need my booties? It's not the water here in Cape Town. So I left the booties in the hotel, and then when I was using the flippers, the rubber was just eating my heels. So even if you have warm water to temperature, make sure to get your booties for your flippers. We need booties, we need gloves. Now I've got you a trick question. Your dive knife. You do need a dive knife. This is a simple one. You don't have to buy the most expensive one. This is the cheapest one I could find. Where to put the dive knife? I see some put it here, some put it here. So the question is, where's the best place to put it? So if I put it here, but I go with my left hand and my glove is, I go with my right hand in a hole and my glove is stuck. Now I can't reach to the knife with my left hand because it's on my arm or on the top. But if I can put my dive knife with both hands can get to, so I always put it here on my shin, here where your shin is and your muscle is, in that gap. So with the left hand I can take out the knife, with the right hand I can take out the knife. So if my glove is stuck in a hole, with the left hand I can just use, if this hand is stuck, I can still get it out. If this hand is stuck, I can still get it out. So you want to put your dive knife where both hands can get to it easily if one gets stuck or is occupied. And our flippers, you can get the cheap flippers, get long flippers, but get the cheap plastic one. You don't need carbon fiber when you start your weight belt. So that's basically the basics that you'll need for diving if it's your first time going in the water. Another thing, have you seen I tuck in my socks over here? I didn't let the socks go over, so the water flow runs out. It's much better to tuck in your socks. With your gloves, you can tuck it in or keep it over, but because my gloves is really bulky, it's a bit too bulky to tuck in. But if you have nice thin gloves, I would let it tuck in. But because I've got bulky ones, I just keep it over. If you want to know if it must go over or underneath, underneath is better. Here is a bit more advanced trick for those of you that's it's not the first time diving. I made these weights really cheap, just a molder, smelt them really thin. What I do with these weights is, you know, when you dive in a swell, when you're hunting cracker or you're just diving down, you have your flippers that wants to come up. Your flippers is always halfway, you almost look like a scorpion. So this is really cheap and you can buy at any hardware Velcro. So you just stick one Velcro that is male and one Velcro that is female. You attach it on the right side. The left side, you don't want your, you know, when you're kicking, you don't want the two to touch one another, so you put it on the right side of your foot, and then you Velcro this as tight as you can, but it can be on top of the sock. So Velcro it there, and then just put the wetsuit over it like that, and there we go. Same on the left hand side, male through and female through, and stick it on top of one another, and then we put it again on the outside. And this will keep your feet from not standing up like a scorpion. If you want a quick solution and you don't have the anchors, you can even take sinkers for fishing and you just put it inside your sock. The only problem with that is sometimes it starts moving in your sock. That lead sinkers, you can put that as well. But if you have time, make yourself some of these. It's really cheap, just keeps your flippers down. If you dive from a boat or you dive even from the shore, I will recommend you to have a bodyboard. Make this with a net and you can store in your fish over here. This is perfect when you dive in more shark infested areas or seal infested areas where you don't want the fish to just float in the water. So you have a buoy here. This is also as a marker buoy. We can just let this drop in until it stops. Then we know it has touched the bottom. So this is just off from the boat. And this is our marker buoy. This will stop at the bottom, and when you get good fish, because we are also hunting now reef fish, when you find where the fish is located, you drop this buoy, you keep it there, and you know where your fish is. So if the stream takes you away from your location, then you still know where the fish is at. There it stopped, it has touched the bottom. So we are happy with that. To keep it from rolling down, we put this tuna clip over here. We attach the tuna clip with cable ties, and now we just clip our rope. We clip over here our bodyboard. We go through this hole and we take this tuna clip again, and then we just clip it on. So there is our marker buoy and also our bodyboard, and it's also a nice way that people can see you. Just throw this over. There we go. Okay, here is my flasher. Like I mentioned in a previous video, I want my flasher to stop at 8 meters. So we throw this so long in. Then we go, that's 2 meters, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's keep it 6 meters. Want it to go deeper, but this is just to, if they're in an area buoy, to locate where the fish is at. And now we have flasher also inside. Now it's just time to get in the water. Got my weight belt on. The explanation why I have this weight belt here, distribute the weight, that it's equal everywhere because of my lower back. Get in the water and see what we find.
Enjoy. Yeah, keep well. Thank you for being on our channel, and welcome to our new subscribers. And if you enjoy our content, then please subscribe below and turn on the notification bell that you get notified every time when we upload a new video. We really appreciate your support, and yeah, much love from us. Bye.